Give it a style for the style now. We back at it. I think I felt like I went extreme on my last video, just in certain parts, but the whole collective message was my perspective of just my situation or of how I feel as an individual in this society that we live in. With that being said, are people becoming more and more angry? Are people becoming more and more violent? Hey, what you mean? As I done seen, there's been two more mass shootings, one at a mall and then one at another spot where multiple people have been shot and injured and several people have been killed. Are people becoming more and more angry? Or has people already been angry? Not at anybody specifically, not at any one individual, but the collective idea of the society we live in has everybody almost reached a tipping point where we can let certain individuals and specific individuals trigger us to do certain things that put other people at risk or in danger or in the line of fire. Why is this? Is it us? That's what the system wants everybody to believe, that it's only the people that get angry. I am one of them people that get angry. And I've been working on this my whole life. And I done came a long way from where I was or from where I started as being a younger child, just in school and different shit like that. I was never angry at the world. I was never angry at people around me. I was confused, but now I then came to a point where I'm no longer confused and I know exactly who to be angry at. And it's not a who as far as a person, but it's a who, what, when, and where, and why. If you can't answer all of those questions as far as why is your anger fueled towards certain things or triggered by certain things, this is why most people don't react in a angry manner, or this is what we used to see. But now, as we see, it's becoming more and more of a normal thing for people to just lash out on people around them on a job. As I've been saying, it's been multiple times I've been saying where individuals have went back to their job and they done shot and killed their bosses or people that they were that were their managers and so on and so forth. This is real life, and people have been playing with people and playing with people's emotions, not with none of the other emotions. They're playing with people, the emotion that we have as anger. What you looking for? It's not in here. Unless it's right there. Yeah, it's right there. They're playing with people's emotions. And when I say they're playing with people's emotions, the only emotion that they're playing with from one another is the anger emotion. And don't know why they playing off of that emotion, because like I previously stated, that people are not able to express that emotion because it's looked at as uncivil. It's looked at as you're frowned upon. It's looked at as criminal a criminal mindset. It's looked at as illegal actions. Think about it. Every way that people actually express their anger, right or wrong, is looked at as the opposite of what you should do. So it goes back to that. If somebody slaps you, you shouldn't really slap them back. If you don't need to slap them back, you should call the police. And then what happened when the police slap you with a fine that you ain't deserve? Who do you call then? Oh, then that's when you call your lawyer. So then the system sucks more money out of you. They got us in a loophole of backwards, never using our anger. And not saying you should use your anger, but the anger that we should be using should be intellectual. It should be the perseverance of a collective mindset of people that are no longer believing in this false narrative of a way of life that they have us living in. Because like I said, as we see, more and more people are doing what? Going out there and having mass shootings or just involving themselves in interactions recklessly, knowing people are around, because at the end of the day, they don't even give a fuck about the other people that's around. So if an incident happens where I get into a gunfire or a gunfight with another individual, I'm not caring who around or if there any children around, if I'm in a mall or anything else of that sort. I'm just going to carry on to do what I'm going to do. Because the anger is at an all-time high in this United States that we live in. They already done lied to us. They already done stole from us. They already done made us go back and work for the same shit that they stole from us. They already made us go back and go to school for X amount of years to tell us the shit that they already lied to us about. And then when they done chewing us up, they spit us out into their world and say, you should know enough now. We done enough for you. We taught you how to be an obedient citizen, didn't we? People are tired of being an obedient citizen to this system that is a complete fucking illusion. Nothing that they have us taking part in is actually the natural laws of man. Do I got that phone? I don't think I got that phone on me. I'll do it another day. People ain't speaking up about how they feel about this system that they have us walking in. And I'm not saying individuals not. It is other individuals that speak a different speak that I'm speaking about some of the similar things or some of the frustration that we have as far as the way that they have us walking. But when I say people, I mean the everyday people that are relatives, the people that we interact with. They feel some type of way. You can see it in everybody's eyes. Matter of fact, I did screenshot something that's good. Oh yeah, here we go. People have been beginning to, on YouTube at least, 'cause I don't be on other platforms like that. I just be on YouTube. People have been beginning to make these polls and put these polls out on YouTube, just like random little channels or whatnot. And they've been asking people, like, how do they feel about the day? How do they feel their life is going? Different shit, just like about how you feel emotionally, different type of shit like that. They be having other different type of questions, of course, questionnaires, of course. But these ones in particular, I didn't been taking part in and just clicking how I feel. And then this certain day, I felt like it wasn't just. It was just like alright, like damn, like where you just in limbo. It's like the emoji where you got the straight eyes and the straight mouth, where it's like yeah, ain't really here nor there, in limbo, like I said. But the whole point of it is, I'm thinking, okay, cool, this the one I picked. Come to find out, other 43% out of 10,000 people that clicked this thing said that, oh well, actually it had, goddamn, it had 285,000 votes on it because it was from 4 days ago. So out of that 300,000 people, or 285,000 people, 43% of us said we would been feeling like we were just in between. We were just not really here nor there, in limbo. This got me thinking. This is why certain things are happening in the world, because we are connected with the universe. We are connected with this natural way of living, the natural algorithm, the natural vibration of nature. We are all connected to it. Even though they didn't put all of this shit in front of us to disconnect it, we are still connected some type of way. And this is why when certain things happen across the globe and we able to see it, everybody feels as if like, dang, I ain't really want that to happen. Like, damn, why you got to kill all them people? Or why you had to shoot her like that? Or why you had to do them like that? Because we all connected. That's why they reversed it and put it and said, yeah, we all come from God and we all his children, all this other mumbo jumbo bullshit. No, we all came from the same point of existence. But the whole point of about the polls is that if all of us are feeling a certain type of way, majority of us at a certain period of time, every single time, this is what we don't understand, or we don't get to, we don't understand it anymore. We don't overstand it. And the ones that can maybe have like, okay, I can understand what you talking about. You don't overstand it. And what I mean by that is, when you feeling some type of way or feeling a certain type of way, it's other people that feeling a certain type of way. They say, damn, okay, I do understand that, but we don't individually, when we feeling like that, we may even know in the back of our head, it's probably some other people that feel like this or feel worse than, or be in a worse situation. But how do we use that energy collectively to build upon, or to use that energy to thrust into something more positive? This is why certain things do happen in your life where they say it was a blessing. No, it was just a lot of other people that was channeling their energy through that same thing that you wanted, and collectively they all of us got there at that same point. This is why they disconnected us. Man, if we can all feel so this goes back to anger. So if there's people out here that's doing all of these mass shootings, you don't think it's other people that out here that felt just as enraged or just as angry as the people that actually did those mass shootings? They just didn't do the mass shooting. This is what I mean. So instead of those people maybe having to go out to do those mass shootings, if they knew it was the other collective of people that actually felt a certain type of way, they wouldn't have did those actions, because then we would have been able to channel that anger into something positive. Anger can be channeled into something positive or it can be channeled into something negative. But in this world, like I said, everything that we consider angry or anger is something negative. And then the opposite of anger, they don't have a positive to the anger of like, okay, if there's anger, this is how you can do it. And karate and shit like that, like Jet Li, this is how they channeled that. This is how they channel certain things. This is how certain martial artists or certain different techniques work. All we don't know nothing about channeling our natural anger to be able to infuse into something more positive. That's why I say, I was like, damn, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I'm like, I'm just feeling down. I'm just feeling mad. Just not at the world, cause I love the world. The world is where what gave me life, and when I die, I'm going back to the world. So I'm never mad at the world. This is the illusion that they put out of that people that go out and do certain shit in society. They say, oh, that they was crazy or they was mad at the world. What the fuck? Why are they mad at the world? No, they're mad at the goddamn illusion that y'all put. This is a world that we living in. This ain't the world. Apartments, houses, goddamn plumbing, electricity, all this bullshit. That's not the world. This is not the fucking world. This is the illusion that y'all done put millions and millions of people in. And now this is all we have based on y'all. So when y'all shit start to crumble, then now y'all have to continue to make up different illusions for us to believe in. This is why they continue to make all this new technology. Then we never gonna think about the past 10, 20 years problem that they never goddamn fixed. Because they just continue to compile new shit on top of the old bullshit that it never worked in the fucking first place. So where are we gonna ever get when they want everybody to go around and act like they happy? This goes back to my last video when I said black women when they was working at the greeters. Why are you working there if you don't even have an exit plan? Shout out to Danica Marie, her husband. Why are you working there if you don't have an exit plan? So you should, if you're gonna work there and you're gonna be a greeter, I know you angry. I'm angry too. That I even got to come in here and pay for this shit. So on that issue alone, you should speak to me. So we should be able to exchange energies. So that will be able to infill you to do something, and that'll be able to infill me to do something more positive. But if we just sit there and be angry in our own bubble and think, oh no, I'm mad at everybody now because I don't give a fuck. No. If I'm angry, I try to be angry in my own bubble. But if I come interact with people and they change my mood, I let them change my mood. I don't stay in a certain way just because I'm stuck in my way. And I think that's what stuck in your ways mean. When you come around people and they try to lift you up and you still shun that energy out. When naturally, it's the yin and yang. One of those is negative, one of those is positive. But as we mesh, we are that yin and yang. So there is the balance in between. And it's that line. It's them two dots. That's how much balance it is. Just those two dots in that line in between those yin and yang. But this is how much positive and that's how much negative. So the positive and negative always outweighs the balance. But this is what keeps it balanced. If we don't use our energy as a whole, our anger as a whole, anger ain't nothing but energy built up. How you think they made them guns? Why you think they made gun casings and shit like that? Know why? They had built up anger towards who? The Native Americans, the natives that were indigenous to this land that we own. They had built up anger. So what did they do? They made a capsule with built up hate and anger in it, called a goddamn what? A bullet. The first bullets was just this shit. Them wasn't that good. They had to continue to upgrade their shit with built up, exactly, and energy. That's all a bullet is energy, compacted energy. And once you set that shit off, Anything in the line of fire is gonna kill. And they wonder why this world is going a certain way. What do you mean? Y'all the one brung them guns and shit over here. Back in the 1600s when y'all was shooting at Native Americans because we was too busy fucking y'all ass over with goddamn hand-to-hand combat, a little goddamn stone jaggers and knives and shit and bows. Slaughtering y'all boys. That's where all the nightmares come from. From them Native Americans jumping out them trees, goddamn slaughtering them boys. They said, well, no, we got to do something about that. We got to make these guns. And guess what? Now what we doing? We the goddamn modern day Native Americans. This is why we so savage. People don't understand why we savage like this. You ain't savage like this because you come from no goddamn niggas on no fucking plantation that sat down and got whipped. Do these young niggas, man, do these any of these young niggas that I see these days, these niggas don't look like they descendants of no slaves. They look like they descendants of some warriors. They look like they descendants of savages, for real. The last of the Native Americans that actually stood and fought for this land. And unfortunately, they fought for this land just for us to kill each other on this same land. So their blood was spilled fighting for this land. Now we spilling our own goddamn blood on this same land that they died on, trying to defend their land. And they had to fight these white motherfuckers that had guns. And subsequently, we had to start using guns too, just to even put up a fight. And they look at it. They said the Indian Wars lasted 300 years. Do motherfuckers know that? Do people even know that? They said the Indian Wars lasted 300 years. They say slavery goddamn only lasted goddamn 350 or 345 some years. Hold on. So you saying the whole time y'all was enslaving niggas, y'all was at war with the Indians. That's a whole nother topic. You heard me though? This is what I mean. This is why they made them guns. And guess what? We ain't using them guns. We should be like all these guns that we got, all of this shit, all these guns that these young niggas get. If these niggas actually pose a threat to the fucking system, they will be exterminating them niggas, man. Best believe if these niggas pose a threat to any goddamn high political figures in each city, state, and town these young niggas in, they will be exterminating these niggas at such high rates, more than they killing each other now. Cause it'll be all out fucking guerrilla warfare. We losing sight of the actual fight. Them guns that we killing each other with, we ain't even supposed to be using them yet. All this ammunition that we got them shooting through with all these switches and all these Dracos, we ain't supposed to be using that ammo yet. We wasting it. We wasting our lives, we wasting our blood, we wasting our sweat, we wasting our goddamn tears, we wasting our knowledge, we wasting our time, all giving hate. All giving anger to the wrong opposition. Just imagine that. Each brother that done died after they done did what they did to the other side, once they died, they realized, like, damn, I've been doing this to the wrong people my whole time I was here. This why none of them niggas feel no type of way when they dying. Most of the time. They get to actually see from the whole perspective that, damn, I did the complete opposite. If I was gonna do this, I should have just took this out on the people that put us in this position. When we gonna wake up and realize that they got us channeling anger towards ourselves and not towards the people that goddamn have this illusion. And I'm not saying people, I'm not saying a particular group, person, or entity. I'm saying the goddamn this illusion of obedience. Blind obedience, where people are blindly obedient. Police don't even have to be around. They say, you better not do that. Hold on, what the fuck is you talking about? All I'm doing is not using a blinker. That's against the law. Oh, oh hell no, you ain't got no your license expired. Oh boy, you better go get that fixed. You know why? Yeah, they gonna take you to jail. They gonna charge your ass. I said, damn, I ain't think about that. That's me. That's my experience. I said, damn, hold on, I ain't think about that. until they put that motherfucking that lash on my back with that fine, with that money. I said, damn, hold on. Now I gotta come out of goddamn money that I wasn't expecting to come out of for some shit that's backwards. This is how they keep certain. This is how they, like I said, this is how they keep us going forever, going backwards. Because it's gonna be forever situations that come up. Not even have to be about jail particularly, but just any damn certain situations that come up. Cars might happen with the car. You might have to take an emergency trip to go help somebody else out. You might have to do this. You might have to do this. They know that shit's gonna happen. This is gonna keep us stuck because we don't know. Then we get angry at these situations, and guess who we turn our anger out on? We turn our anger, confusion, and frustration out on each other, our relatives, the people that's around us, me included. This is why I had to work on becoming who I am and who I'm continuing to try to be. I ain't the best person that I want to be, but I do feel like I am the better person than I could have been. If we start thinking about us, if we start thinking about ourselves in a manner like that, we'll start being a better individual every time or every chance we get. I ain't gonna hold it. Once I get to a little marker, I'll go live, start going live, do the damn thing. They say life is what you make it. I do like that phrase, but in my perspective, I say life is how you take it. It ain't about how you make it. No, it's about the shit that you take control of, the shit that you take advantage of. If you ain't taking control or taking advantage of opportunity or information or skills or different perspectives, what are you making out of your life then? If you ain't taking advantage of anything. So life ain't what you make it. Because I can't make advantages. I can't make opportunities. I can't make control. Most people can't even make most people can't even make their own business. And when I say that, I mean as far as collectively being able to work together. That's why I said make their own business. A lot of people got their own little shit going on. Me too. Shout out. If I ain't definitely ain't hating on people, but even then, people ain't even got their own business. They going off of some other subset type of damn thing, and they say, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna call it this. It's Tigger Star for the Star. Nah, we gone. Appreciate y'all.